Welcome, everybody. This is Outlaws Unleashed. My name is Kent. We are, of course, with Grandma today. Hello, Grandma.
Hello.
Hello. What is happening with the press, Grandma? Are they in a breach of their code of ethics, especially the Norwegian press?
Yeah, I think all the Western press are. They have been throwing every code of ethics out. It's not, they are not there anymore. Absolutely not. They were supposed to be on the people's side, keep us informed, um, protect vulnerable people, and in them codes of ethics, it says that what is opinion was supposed to be marked so
But that has
people could
changed,
see.
Grandma. Yeah. But they are giving their
Yeah.
opinions now as facts.
Yes. And they are baking their opinions in absolutely everything they are reporting. Absolutely everything. Their political opinions is in everything they are reporting, and also everything they keep away from us. They are choosing to hide information which could, which could be in favor of some political side or the other. And of course, it's the left politics they are in favor of. They have chosen this.
Yeah. When did this change, Grandma?
I am, have to be many years ago, I think. Sometimes in the 90s, I think it started to change. I remember when internet became a thing, a common thing, all the papers, they had this comment section where people could comment and debate and stuff like this. And at some point, they was just deleting this because they said it was costing too much to be a moderator and stuff. To have moderators, people who was watching this and clean out illegal things and spam and stuff like this. But that was not the reason, of course. It was not the reason.
Yeah, I find this very, very interesting. So it's we have been talking of freedom of speech, Grandma, how important it is.
Yeah, and that's that's actually the first paragraphs in this code of ethics for journalists. They are supposed to be the institution that protect free speech, and they don't. They are the ones who are silencing voices who have other views than them. And
I see, Grandma. I see more journalistic schools now. I see more in the number of journalists than before, and I see, at least here in Norway, I see the newspapers is concentrated on few hands.
yes.
You have to say to this.
Yeah, it looks like it's a few big corporations now who owns the press. Uh, but imagine if you go to um, study journalism in one university who gives this study. Imagine if they there are teaching the students about this code of ethics, and they come to work in one newspaper or news station of some kind. They have to be shocked
But
that
but do they, Rama? Because if you look at the surveys that's being done here in at least here in Norway, we see pretty much all of the journalists are on the left, the far left, actually. It's just a few, very, very, very few that's on the right side.
yes, yes, it is. So we have to ask: do people attend journalistic studies because they want to be a journalist, or do they do this because they want to exercise power,
Fabulous question.
brainwash people? Yeah.
Hmm. What do you think, though?
From what we can see in the press today, I think it's the second one. I think,
Hmm.
yeah, it was not like this before. To be a journalist was mm, something who had to do with honor, to honor freedom, democracy, and to honor the people and different opinions and different ways of seeing things. And it used to be like this.
But if I was a journalist, Grandma, if and I was working in mainstream like this. If I could do some detective work and go after the power and do like this, it will be very interesting. I think you can do the extra time, the overtime. I think you can do everything like this. It will be meaningful to uncover crimes and like this. But when you pushing agendas of sex and drugs and rock and roll, I should say, doesn't it do something with you as a human being? Also, you are only, if you open a newspaper now, at least the big ones, you see scantily clad girls and boys, and you see, it's like it's not news. You
No,
read about important things. You read about the things that get the click.
mm,
Yeah,
yes.
it's the short time attention thing.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah,
take this. I'm 100% sure that journalists today, they are not happy when they wake up in the morning thinking about going to work. I can assure you this 100%. Because even if they like to shove their political beliefs on the people, I don't think they are happy doing it. Now, take this coverage of Charlie Kirk's death, for example. Uh, yeah, some outlets I was reading, they was cutting and pasting from the most hostile newspapers in America and calling him right wing and controversial and stuff like this. And the thing is, it is so easy to go online and to find some of the debates Charlie Kirk was doing on campus, for example. It will take them, yeah, half an hour, 1 hour, maybe, to understand who Charlie Kirk was and what he was doing and what kind of man he was. But they are not doing it.
No, not even the biggest journalist in Norway. You see,
No,
for example, Fredrik Solvang, you see him didn't do any research about Charlie Kirk.
no, not even, not even the state channel, which we are paying for, are doing this, and we are giving them how many billions? 7 billions a year or something?
Yeah, insane amount of money.
Yeah,
Insane.
and they are not able to do anything than cutting and pasting from the most left-wing papers in America. What are they
That's
doing with all this money?
it's saddening to see though. Also,
Yeah,
where is the detective work? Also, we had a few great journalists in the past. And I
yes,
believe
yes,
there are a lot of journalists now that could be great, but maybe they are not allowed.
yeah,
And here comes people like us, and we're just chopping their
yeah,
feet in our commentary. I think they are, like you say, they maybe they want to, but they can't. It must be saddening, actually.
yeah. I cannot imagine waking up every day and get dressed and go to a job like this.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So we have talked about selling your soul, Grandma.
yeah.
Hmm.
Then we are speaking about selling your soul when you work in the Norwegian mainstream media or in the mainstream media all over the world.
Yeah, but is it a Norwegian or Western thing, or is it all over the world, like you say now?
At least in the Western world. I don't know so much about the other parts of the world, but in the Western world, it's like this.
Yeah,
And
because
the code of ethics, just they just ignore it.
hmm,
And like in Norway, also we have a few of what I call the free media. But again, um, they don't have so much money to do um, big diggings, for example. That requires a lot of work and a lot of money. So it's yeah, it's mostly commentary also from the free media, and
so
but
I
the
wonder,
socialism,
yeah,
yeah,
but
the social media.
I wonder what a typical journalist is thinking when they see their brothers and sisters going to the front lines of wars and putting them in harm's way at the front lines. They see what's happening in Gaza, for example. They're pretty much being hunted down as journalists. And you see the working conditions of journalists in other different difficult places around the world. And they see here them putting up clickbaity things
Mm,
on the internet.
yes, it's all
One
about
is a journalist and another is a journalist. So there are big differences.
yeah, yeah. What is so sad? It's all about clickbaits and profit, and yeah, it is. And social. If you are going to have some real news nowadays, you have to go on social media. You have to go on, yeah,
Yeah, we see
X
what
is,
happened in London, for example. 3 million. 3
yeah,
million? What you say
three
is,
million people in the street and not one beep in the media. And why? Because it's not fitting their political beliefs. So that's a solid proof that they have thrown out the code of ethics. because in the code of ethics it also says that they are going to be impartial in their reporting.
Grandma, we have here we have the what's it called? Is in Norwegian it's the presselosje, the press lodge or something like this in the Norwegian Parliament. It's a so-called badge of honor if you're a journalist. What do you think this badge represents compared to our politicians that's has done so many illegal things over the last years?
Yeah, they they are not holding any politician accountable anymore. If they are not on the right side, of course, but in Norway we don't have anyone on the right side. The what we would call the right side, they just keep them out in the dark. They are not allowed in debates. They are not written about in the paper. No, nothing. So, and the politicians, they only allow those who don't criticize them, who don't hold them accountable. Then you are allowed in there. Otherwise, no.
It's
We are
interesting
in
to
a
see.
very bad situation. Very,
Yeah,
very bad situation.
yeah. So before you had the journalists went after the politicians. So, but yeah,
Yeah, that is one of their main jobs, to
yeah.
hold politicians accountable, to uh, yeah, to question everything they do, uh, and to inform the people about it, to keep us informed, so um, so we can be sure how to cast our vote in the next election.
Yeah.
Journalism is um, a very important piece in what we call democracy, and the journalism is totally destroyed. So imagine if you was working in a place like this. Imagine. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to save your soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I, my heart goes out to the people that's trapped in a place like this and not being able to speak your honest truth.
Yeah.
What can we do about it, though, Grandma?
We have to continue to use social media to to speak. There's no other way, because when the journalism is dead now, the only replacement we have is social media. And of course, we are not journalists. We are not educated in how to speak and how to dig up information, and we don't have this education which they have.
No, we are two
We are
amateurs.
only doing our best.
Hmm,
Yeah, we are only doing our best,
hmm.
trying to do their job.
Yeah,
We are, yes.
yes. I find it extremely interesting, this, the so-called checks and balances side of things. And if the journalists are pretty much failing in general, with a few exceptions, of course, but um, if they as a classes are failing, Grandma, what about government and the judicial system? Are the courts or government any better?
No, they are not. And when journalism
Yeah.
when journalism fails, a very important piece of democracy is failing. And you cannot keep democracy with a broken piece in it.
I think a program about the role of government is in its place, Grandma.
Yes. Yes, we should speak about this.
Yeah.
It may be obvious what it is, but I think it's important to say it out loud.
I think so. Thank you guys for listening. This is Outlaws Unleashed. See you guys next time. Goodbye for now.
Bye bye.